there's a song that's literally on repeat for this particular message. It's Can't Fight the Moonlight by Leanne Rimes. Also, I'm seeing that card, something about Let It Be. So let's see what the message is and who it's for, okay? Also, a reminder that my readings are not for abusive, toxic, if you want to call it, unhealthy relationships. I read about sacred union and how you can navigate your journey towards sacred union, okay? When it's to do with love readings that are coming through, okay? I just want to make that clear. It's so important to use your discernment with my readings. I put as much detail as I can in them as well, okay, for you to see whether it is for you. Okay, Knight of Swords and Temperance. Ooh, I'm seeing, I'm hearing go slows. If someone's been on a go slow, and it's like they suddenly want to speed up. Six of Pentacles. I want to bring balance. There's a lot of balance here. It's like the internal world has been finding internal balance, like that inner that I talk about, the inner yin and yang. And now it's kind of like someone wants to bring this externally. The Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. That is that beautiful alchemy of those two cups coming together in alignment. Beautiful divine alignment. Oh my God, then the Ace of Cups, the Empress. Wow, let's see what happens in this reading. Seven of Pentacles. There's something you've been watering. Something you've been watering, and it's kind of like it's about to come into fruition. It's something that speaks from your heart. It's something that might result in you receiving a lot of messages, a lot of information. You're coming your way. Okay. Oh, justice. It's divine justice. It's the karmic like path. You're balancing out some kind of karma right now with whatever this is. Again, so much balance. Wow. Okay, let's find out. Libra season, Sagittarius energy as well here. Could be to do with work. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Something that's been out of balance for a while. It's kind of like you've taken a leap of faith and you're pursuing your own path towards something. And I feel like it is to do with your abundance path, your path of purpose. It's like it was for a while you were kind of in between worlds. So the past version of you that was doing what they needed to do, you know. I'm hearing that survival mode energy. Whereas now you're honouring that actually you're worthy of thriving. And you've been trying to find your own path. That's why it's been taking a while for that internal balance with that Temperance card. It makes sense. It's not something that comes quickly, you know, especially if you're on a divine journey. Came out, the Empress. Divine feminine energy who I'm speaking to. Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's been solo. Whatever this is, it's discovery. It's been self-discovery. You've had that lantern. It's been your own light guiding you. So which means you had to find your own light to get to this stage where you're now allowing that light to guide you towards your path of purpose. You know, you're pursuing your own path. It's like you're seeing success very differently. Wow. It feels like you're entering almost like an abundant version of yourself. And it's not from ego. It's not driven from ego. You've been doing all that soul searching. And you've been doing it so intentionally. You've known there was something more for you. So it's not just you know, wanting to get more money or whatever, or be seen more. It's actually so personal to you internally. So it's like your soul's path. You're finding balance in your soul's path, but it does feel like it's been taking a while. So it's kind of like you've almost thought, how many times do you need to just do this? But also there's been so many times where you've just wondered if you should give up. Okay. It's limiting beliefs. You've had limiting beliefs in your mental state that have prevented you from moving forwards in the past. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Perhaps you've pursued things in the past and it's been very impulsive, very risky, you know. But it's kind of like you didn't have the grounded energy within you to maintain whatever it is, to hold it down, to really understand what's required of you moving forwards, right? So it was just kind of like there wasn't balance, so you couldn't maintain it, right? However, this is where that justice energy comes in. You've been learning, and it's been like a process of learning that it's been very thorough, okay? And what was needed all along was for you to see your worth. I don't think you... Oh, 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. Yeah, you're understanding your happiness. I don't think you saw your worth. I don't think you saw your worth once upon a time. And now it's kind of like... It's that. And also I think maybe there was something about abundance mindset that you really had to work on. Again, that takes a while, depending on like the environment you've had around you. Strength. Also a King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that's very fiery elements. Yeah, so I think that you've, I'm going to use a word that's coming through, struggled when it comes to your finances or your abundance path, something like that, right? Trying to find your path. And I don't know if you realize, but this is what has allowed you to really strengthen this energy within you, this fire, this I am the leader, I get to do this, I get to take that step and move forwards, I get to shine my light and be empowered by my light and allow that to be the reason for my purpose moving forwards. You've had to tame so much of your internal world where you just kept going backwards into those limiting beliefs, into those ways of thinking, maybe even bad habits that were just keeping you back, you know, seeing something about addictions coming through. Yeah, 6 of Wands, that's what I mean. This is like your path of success. You're understanding your success better. You're understanding what success is. That's with the Empress as well. You've really been honing in on that divine feminine energy within you. That's beautiful. You could very well have been learning about the divine feminine, you know, is what's coming through. Maybe you're getting a lot of information about divine feminine energy, especially when it comes to being in receptive mode, being in alignment with your abundance. Okay, the Lovers. Yeah, you haven't made a decision from your heart for the longest time because of those limiting beliefs, okay? That's what's changing. Okay, let's see. The Queen of Wands. You've gone from Knight of Wands to Queen of Wands. You are owning this energy. You're no longer running on impulse and uncertain about how to find balance. You have found that balance and you are owning it. You're in your light. This has been quite a journey. You're in your light right now. And you're understanding what you're magnetizing. I think in the past you were magnetizing and maybe you were running off that energy. Maybe it was like outsourcing validation or something. Whoa. What just happened? Okay, let me just finish this. So, and now it's kind of like you've called that back to you. That, you know, that passion of yours, that element that actually gets to drive you now. You're not out of balance. You're finding your beautiful glow and you're not afraid of it. 10 of Pentacles just came out and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're coming into alignment with someone. Wow. Or you're both coming into alignment with each other. And not only have you gone from 7 of Pentacles to 9 of Pentacles, that's you, your self-worth, you growing. This is what you're preparing for the 10 of Pentacles with this King of Wands. You guys are going to be abundant. Not only is there a lot of passion in this connection, like truly, you're going to, again, these readings should align with you. Whatever I'm saying, it should make sense. You should feel like, you know, you already know. Tarot, I've said this before, Tarot tells you what you already know deeply within you. You two are not going to be, not only are you going to be really abundant, you have a very passionate energy with each other, with yourselves as well. Wow. I think there's something about this divine feminine energy. You had to find your, you had to find this path of purpose by yourself. Learn how to, the Fool, take that leap of faith and say yes to your truth, your path of purpose, your abundance. Otherwise, and that's going to be part of the reason that you're coming into alignment with who you need to be in alignment with now. So it's kind of like that was your individual journey. That's beautiful. Wow. You're not afraid anymore to say yes. You've been really working on those limiting beliefs. That might still hold you back sometimes, I will say, but this is where that strength comes in. This is where you get to say, hold on a second. And you're finding the right people who you get to work with on this. So no longer feeling like you're imbalanced or juggling too much or you haven't got enough. It's kind of like you're learning how to create more, how to work with community, how to do things together. Also, whoever you're connected to, you and this person, you're both leaders. You're both here to shine your light for your own purpose, but also when you come together, it's like you're going to create something so sturdy, firm, a foundation where it's not only you both thriving from it, it's going to be helping others. Okay, really beautiful. This is that let it be energy that I was getting. There's something about this, the coffin. There's been some kind of ending, some kind of, it felt like an emotional loss, okay? Oh, the white feather, but you've been getting messages, signs, synchronicities from divine, even angels, peace, miracles. encouraging forgiveness and reconciliation here. So with that coffin, I feel like something's happened in the past, but it needed to, so you could find this path. You went on this path when you were connected to that King of Wands before. You went on this path. This is what you needed to find, so you could follow your truth and not get lost in, you know, trauma bonds or whatever. This is how you found your divine feminine inside. You're balancing your inner yin and yang with that temperance. This is what you needed to do. And this is where you need to continue to focus, okay? Freedom. That full energy, no lie. You're freeing yourself from these karmic energies. You know, even those internal limiting beliefs, whatever it was, those patterns, could be generational. You're rising above. Leap of faith, it says on this as well. That is that full energy. Wow, you've closed out some kind of cycle here, it feels like. And more than anything, you're actually preparing for the new beginning, fish. This is abundance. This is like resources, but are plentiful, which is what that 10 of Pentacles is. Prosperous, large quantity, multiple. I think that, you know, with that first message that's coming through, you're going to get information with whatever this is, this path. Something about this. You're going to be connecting with people who want to either work with you, you just want to help you multiply with whatever it is that you're working on, okay? Investments, income, money. Wow. Bodies of water. Water. You could be working the water element. And with that Queen of Wands as well, that is giving me that, yes, solar plexus, but also that sacral energy. So, you know, and that's connected to water. That central flow, right? Oh, again, more money. Trade. This is big. You are coming into something, and this is going to help you not only plant roots, create legacy, and is connected to your divine purpose, because this is you connecting to divine. That's what this is. That's how you're moving in this direction. That's what this card's massively about, fertility, but also your connection to divine. So whatever this is that you're creating, wow, grounded, lineage, that's that 10 of Pentacles again. You're getting prepared, come into alignment to really create something that future generations are really going to be able to prosper in. You know, you don't want to continue that trauma bonding and traumatic wound density cycles of a human. You're going to be like activating the children that are coming after you. I'm talking about in light codes. Wow, it's powerful. Personal growth, past lives, that's where you've been healing, past lives. All that stuff that I was talking about, like karma, that limiting beliefs or whatever is within you internally that's been preventing you, blocking you from coming into this beautiful abundance that you are now coming into. Past lives. You've been doing some serious past life healings. And again, that should resonate with you if this reading is for you. Okay? You should have memories or something of you doing that. Wow, health is increasing, planting roots, you're evolving, and I think that your connection to divine is stronger than ever, and that's what's beautiful, because that's how you are connecting even more deeply to your path of purpose, even more confirmation, the wheel of fortune. This is the karmic cycles that you're closing through. Wow, I feel like you need a celebration, like you need to celebrate yourself. Again, not from ego, this is about you, even just you connecting to divine and saying thank you, showing gratitude, that kind of celebration. Wow. Destiny, getting what you deserve. Cycles, karma, destiny, synchronicity, fate. Wow. And that's the CEO, Mama Bear. My God. You're really going to find some kind of balance in your abundance path. That's what's coming for you next. Okay, let's see. And it's because of the work you've been putting in. I want to make that clear. This isn't just landing on your lap. You've been putting in work for this. Internally, the anchor, stability, you've been enduring. You've been enduring even through the restraints, right? You're going to find security, stability here. This is going to be long lasting. My gosh. That's what I mean by you're honoring your inner yin and yang. Okay. Okay, so multiple choices, crossroads, okay. 22 could be important. Travel could be important. This is where I think you're going to have options moving forwards about what's going to be the best way for you to invest when it comes to your money, your finances, whatever it is that's coming into play right now that you're moving towards. It's going to be opportunities, and this is your free will that you're going to be operating from. Okay, you could be going on a road trip. There's certainly going to be a decision for you to make. Wow, maybe you already made it. I feel like it's coming though. It's coming. And I feel like you're going to feel a renewed sense of faith. But the beauty of it is I feel like you're actually moving into this cycle with faith. That's what's making such a big difference. You know what? There's another thing that was coming through. This has just reminded me. Something about a lucky charm. Someone sees you, or maybe you feel like this. I don't think you feel like it. I think someone sees you like a lucky charm. And I think that for the longest time, this is what was coming through before, you have felt like everyone you connect to gets this like abundance when they connect with you. Suddenly they're flourishing in something. Suddenly they've found their person or their path or whatever. And you've always thought, what about me? What's going on? Without realizing that's a massive part of your soul journey. That's been a massive part of your soul contract, your purpose here. That light is needed in this world. And it's not, you've not understood that so far. The clover, this is you. You're about to get a return on investment, if you will. Okay, number 2 again. 2's so important. You might have been seeing 2s, getting things in 2s maybe. Happy coincidence, good fortune, a reward. I would say with this clover though, be mindful, because it also is like that flirty energy, that flings, quick rendezvous, that kind of thing. So what you're creating is something stable and enduring. You know, don't forget, you've gone from Knight of Wands, which might have been that quick fling rendezvous energy, to the Queen of Wands, you know. But this is you really wisely investing now. It's important to remember that blueprints. Number 14, you are putting down the firm foundations of your future. This means you've been planning for a while. I want to be clear on this. Whatever you're working on, you've been working on it for a while. Or at least it's been brewing and you know what it is, okay? Careful planning, visionary, destiny, roadmap. Again, roadmap, the road. Something's important about the road. Maybe a car. You're going to get a car, or something about a road is important. Starting point. Thoughts become things. You've had these ideas in your mind. Now you're literally going to be planting the seeds to create those roots, and it's going to grow. It's going to flourish. Wow. Firm foundations. Wow. You're going to be going places. Oh, okay. Ugh. So this is your beautiful new beginning. Truly, this beautiful sunrise here. Number 6, happy beginning, new day, darkest before dawn. Remember that. Hope, clarity, obstacles overcome, problems end, bright future, awakening, fresh start. However, there is this energy, bird and a wire. People are always going to have something to say, something to gossip about, because some people, unfortunately, that's where they like to invest their energy, when they could be investing it in more healthier ways, helping the world, shining, you know, finding your light to shine it, which is what you've been doing. Everyone has their soul journey and their path of purpose, okay? But the reason I'm saying that is because you need to not let this affect you. There's going to be something about that strength card that's going to be important for you to really fall back onto. Your inner strength that you've been gaining. Because news will travel fast here. And there'll be people talking. You might not even know about it, but that card, I'm going to get another one for that. Just such that energy. That's another thing. Maybe you need to clear through that energy. Home, house, this is you. Your belonging, comfort, safety. I think that also you've left your safety comfort zone for this. Truly, that's that risky energy. Again, this does say boundaries as well. I think you'll need boundaries. It might even be family that you need boundaries with. Okay, the people who you found comfort in for a long time in your life. They might have something to say, right? But you are building roots for your home. That says roots again, and home. So it's just confirmation, really. Again, I just want to get some more with this bird on the wire, so we can see what you need to be aware of. Steering clear. Helm. Don't even worry about it. You're charting your course now. Of course people are going to have something to say, because you're not following convention, following, you know, the programming of society, conditioning people's minds to, like, rat race, cogs in a wheel. This is you, like, no, I'm a hell. Not hell. Charting your course, exploring freedom again. You're going to find freedom here. I don't think you've had that before. Again, that's scarcity. So yeah, I think there's something about be mindful of excess. So it might be like that you find this freedom, and I'm hearing like luxury as well. So it's kind of like just be mindful that you don't fall, because you know that addictions that was coming through before, just don't fall back into old patterns. You know, suddenly now there's this, I'm hearing influx or something that's coming through that's going to really bring some prosperity for you, okay? But you are truly going to be mastering something here. Wherever this path is that you're moving towards, because it's a part of your soul purpose, big yes, the sun, positive energy. Also that inner divine masculine, right? You're going to be mastering it, wherever this is. I think already, oh my God, we get any more clearer, the waterfall, overflowing abundance. You're going to feel like tears of joy, release, an emotional release. I feel really, it's almost like you can't believe it, but also you've been working so hard for this. I think maybe you've been waiting. I'm hearing like you've been waiting for a lucky break or something, but what you don't realize is you're the one who's been putting in the work this entire time. This is something that you deserve. I want to make that clear. My God, you've been trying for a while. Now it's time to release. There's fulfillment here. You're going to cry. Whatever this is, it's going to bring you tears to your eyes. But because it's going to be that moment where you're like, yeah, this is what I've been working towards. And yeah, I deserve it, okay? The Rider, that's that message. Didn't I tell you? You're going to have messages come through. This is a green light, by the way. Number 1, number 9. 1st of September, maybe? 9th of January. A visitor, delivery, travel, news, movement, message. You could be moving as well. You could be moving. That might be connected to your King of Wands, who either hasn't come out here, by the way. I just want to make that clear. This is about you. That's beautiful. Progress, full speed ahead, goals. This is you going full speed ahead with your goals. And you're so much more balanced than you ever have been before. Wow. There's movement. There's movement. And I think you're going to know about it. Like fine wine, you are developing with age. Beautiful. You're becoming a master of your craft. Oh my goodness. Wow. The only thing that's, I would say, is this birds in a wire, but people, like I say, unfortunately, they've always got something to say because that's just where they choose to invest themselves and that's their business. You steer clear of that and you focus because this is your path of purpose. That means more than anything. Your soul is literally guiding you here right now, okay? So focus, stay aligned. Okay, timings moving forwards. Timings. What do you need to know? If you do need to know anything about timings. Oh, Leo. This card just loves to come out. I don't know what it is with me and these readings, but this card. Leo, strength. This is you. That's that Queen of Wands energy as well. Courage, confidence, persuasion, wisdom, power. Ooh, Lioness. Again, that strength card. You're really coming into like your own. I'm hearing like you should be proud. Again, balance that ego. Be mindful of that ego. It's going to be important, okay? What else do you need to know about timings? Okay, so again, that summer energy is coming through. It does say within 1 to 3 weeks as well. And water signs could be maybe important. 1 to 3 weeks. Maybe this is something you began in Cancer season or something that really you started to put into actual action in Cancer season. But within 1 to 3 months, you're going to be seeing progress here. And you're going to be feeling so much more ready for this as well. Fixed signs again. Fixed signs. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Carry on. You're purpose-driven, reliable, you keep on going, secure. So whatever this is bringing you security, okay? Virgo season could be important as well. And also autumn time. That's interesting. My God. This time next year, you're going to be living a completely... I'm just hearing like a different life, but not even like a different you. Just things are going to be different because you've been working on it and you're staying in your alignment. That's what you're going to need to do, stay in your alignment. Libra, justice. Remember the karmic cycles you're closing out. Be mindful that you're moving from your heart now. Yeah, the fire energy as well. Summer, again. Something about this summer is... Again, it could be... depending on which hemisphere you're in, an opportunity, expansion, enjoyment, but it does say let things unfold. So this isn't about rushing in, but you've learned that. You've learned that. You've been learning how to expand within you and allow the divine unfold is what I always like to say, okay? So, wow. This is something that's truly, again, from now to next summer. Did come out Virgo, the Hermit. That's important as well. Leo, Virgos, solitude, enlightenment, soul searching. Told you, you've been there, you've done that, right? But it's going to be something that you need to stay consistent with whatever comes through, with that abundance or whatever it is. You have to ensure that you're staying in your alignment. That's coming through for a reason. You don't want to move towards excessive ways. Hedonism is specifically what I'm hearing, especially with seeing that wine there. I'm seeing that for a reason. Especially if you feel like other external influences are, with this burden wire getting to you. No. Come back to your spiritual practices. your internal healing tools that you've been beautifully progressing with, okay? Oh my God, it did come out. Libra, that's big. That's an important sign. And also the season. Okay, so legal matters. You're going to have legal matters with whatever you're moving towards, because, you know, paperwork comes with what you're doing. Truth, integrity, fair and balanced. That's where you need to operate from. Your truth, your integrity, from internal balance, fairness. That's a really important reminder. I think that's what's been taking a while for you to really get into that energy, to understand what that is within you, and it's going to be important for you moving forwards, okay? All right, again, autumn, Scorpio energy within 3 to 6 months. Again, that program, I think towards the end of this year, this is what this is giving. There's going to be an unfold. Yeah, cardinal signs, that energy, leader, ideas, original. This is whatever you're working on is very unique to you, okay? And this is it. You're beginning, birth, igniting, time to get going. And then fire, fire element at the bottom of the deck. Again, that passion, that impulse. Ooh. Expect the unexpected. It says creative as well, so you could have that creative flow, which makes sense, okay? So this has been a very you reading, okay? Your King of Wands tried to come through, but in fact, you know what? I will see if there's anything that you need to know regarding that, but I don't think you do. I think this is such a you-focused journey right now. And that's so beautiful. I think that just wanted to come through because, okay, you're in separation with this person. That's confirmation. So that's the confirmation that this is a journey that you've been needing to go, and you're finally on it. Like I said, to come into that alignment, you're preparing for this 10 of Pentacles, because when it's time, that's going to happen. But right about now, you first and foremost need to be ready. I feel like something about flourishing in your own light, not connected or attached to anyone else. That's what you're learning. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, you're going to be getting to know each other again. There's children there, so that could be important. Maybe your inner child, or something about moving forwards, okay? There's definitely something about your inner child you've been healing, though, I will say that. Yeah. All right, you're going to be clearing through whatever there's been in the past, you know, where you might have thought there was unrequited love, or maybe there's been other people in the mix, that kind of thing. You're going to be really having the right conversations when it's time. It's not coming through properly because I don't think you need to know right now. You know, what you need to know is that whatever limiting beliefs have been in your mind, including to do with your connection, it's part of the healing that you've been going through to heal through this, okay? Right, animal cards. Okay, beaver. So things have been working against you for a while, number 8. New things are on the horizon. You're determined. You're going to make your dreams real. That's just confirmation with all of this as well. The butterfly, you've been metamorphosing. You're someone so different to who you were at the beginning of this show, is what I'm going to say. Be open, embrace the change. You're going through an evolution of your soul. You're rising up. You're reinventing yourself. You're actually an inspiration to others. Whether you realize now you're a leader, like I said, you're a leader, and you inspire others. Whether they tell you or not, it's like you inspire them to be themselves. You might even notice a copy like trends of you or yours or something has come through for a reason. You're like a trendsetter. Number 2, Falcon. Rising above again. That's a big one. That's been coming up multiple times, that message. You're rising above. Strategy, skill, focus, a transition. This is a transition. And it's a very you-focused transition. Third eye, higher self, far-reaching vision. Wow, you know exactly where you're going. Grasshopper, again, leap of faith. You're guided towards leap of faith right now, and it's beautiful. I just wanted to add something about your connection here. So the message just coming through is that the reason there was a separation is because this was heavily based on attraction to begin with. So it's kind of like you were so taken by the attraction that you had, this intensity, this passion. And maybe it was like someone tried to keep it a bit more surface level. So you got like that really flirty energy, you know. You didn't really get to know each other properly. But the separation needed to happen because this finances and career, it's a two-way thing. There's something about mirroring there. You both had to learn how to love yourselves first before you could get prepared. And this is that journey. You're currently navigating that journey of learning how to love yourself, which is how you're giving yourself all of this right now, because you're welcoming it in. Finally, you're aligning with it by aligning yourself internally. That's why this beautiful sunrise card is here. There's a new beginning on the horizon. And it's going to, there will be tests with like these external energies, but you're going to hold it down. That's the beauty of it. You've been developing to get to that stage where you can, right? I don't think you care so much about what other people think. Maybe in the past you did, but things have changed. Wow. So this is a you-focused journey. and prosperity moving forward. Okay, let me know if this was for you. Sending so much love.